This is episode 376 of the Pour Horsemen.
How do we teach black men how to heal when we haven't even taught black men how to feel?
Black people make the best out of anything that's going on. I mean, we are vestiges of slavery. Remember, the ultimate goal of life is to self-preserve.
Did you cheat out of greed or did you cheat out of need?
On the other side of that, where it started as a need and it just transitioned into greed. Like, my daughter asked me one time, she was like, what happened?
Oh, damn. Men, we have to, it's almost uncomfortable for us to gather around, rally around each other and say, yo, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here for you, brother.
Even though in my heart I feel like I made the right decision, I'm still dealing with consequences from that decision.
Like, yeah, you want this baby? Yeah, all right, I want more money. Want me to give you all my money just so I can see my...
I know some trash dads that should be doing way more. And you
I was about to say,
know you were
I was
free.
a habitual
you were wild. So I got 9 offensive coordinators in one woman.
Do y'all, as men, do you like compliments?
Wait.
It's a simple question.
No, but I know my GPS. I know where you're going with this. You're more than my assistant. You my bitch.
Now, who said that exactly?
Because
that's a wild way to start the show.
We got to talk about this Lil Uzi thing. It's just hitting the
way. Now, what happened, brother? What's going on?
So, Lil Uzi and Roc Nation are actually being sued right now by a Jane Doe. And what they're basically alleging is that that Roc Nation and Uzi put her in sexual harassment situations and labor violations. Now, y'all know, normally I don't cuss, right? And I'm not cussing, but as a great media host, I've got to read what's allegedly inside this
You're
case.
Professional. You are.
This is a highly funded show.
Yes, you're a professional. Let's see it.
So inside this lawsuit is saying that plaintiff Doe was first offered the opportunity to work as defendant Wood's assistant in February of 2022. They said what she did not contemplate and could not have contemplated was the quick escalation of the job from intense and demanding to downright hostile and inappropriate. Now, she's allegedly put forward some texts, and these are the examples. Exhibit A, that he sent her something to vanish. Exhibit B, come rub me down before you leave. Exhibit C, I'm by myself right now, send me something. And D, which is the one that's gonna get him locked up, let me see that booty. Now, the only thing worse than that is another message, which is Exhibit 4, that says, you are more than my assistant, you are my bitch.
Now, let's pause there.
Yeah.
Those messages to me are kind of mild. They're inappropriate for an employee. Yeah. They are inappropriate for an employee of yours. Yeah, but I have been sent messages worse from women.
I was about to say the same.
So those are mild messages right there.
Super mild.
But for your boss to
that's what I'm saying. The employment laws set aside, he actually didn't really go crazy on those messages like he could have. I'm not throwing him no bail, but those messages are mild in comparison to what they could have been.
They really
Let me see that booty.
But booty, he could have said anything.
He could have.
The mildness of it is Taco Bell mildness.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious. I've had stuff sent to me that Mother Teresa would be ashamed.
What's one of the wildest ones, just off the top of the head? What's one of the wildest texts you've gotten that you weren't expecting?
Okay, bottom line, the situation that Eddie Murphy had with Boomerang.
Yeah, I already know where you're going.
With the older lady.
Yep. I've been there too.
Darling.
That was the kind of the situation for me. If I don't do what she say, she's gonna fire me.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You had a real workplace.
And and he's unemployed right now. Y'all know.
Should have gave up the
drawers. Yeah, we knew
stood
what happened.
your ground, my boy.
And we're unemployed. He should have kept doing it. Like, what are you talking about?
That's what he tell us.
The economy is too tough right now, Phil. You should have did it. Whatever she wanted you to do, you should have did it and did it raw.
This was during the when did we have the first
pandemic?
Not the pandemic, but recession.
Oh,
08, 09.
Obama?
Yeah, 08, 09.
That's when it was.
No, that was prior to Obama. It's what allowed Obama to get into office.
Yeah, 08, 09, around that time. So yeah, it was recession time anyway. So
But
yeah.
this is episode 376 of the Pour Horsemen. I am LP. Today, I am dressing at the bottom. I'm ready for soccer. At the top, I'm ready for snowboarding. Next to me, I got my brother, DJ Silk, who all of a sudden is starting to get all this praise on social media as a great DJ. I don't support it. You all need to stop allowing this young man to get so much praise. To his left, I hadn't seen a Von Dutch fit in a while. Now, this is clean, though. I couldn't pull it off, you know, but I appreciate our brother being here. We got DJ Kiati. Well, no, Kiati the Body Hard, but we'll let him
Kiati the Body is crazy,
and then we also
bro.
got our brother who has never been to Cleveland. This offends me every time he wears this hat because he has never been to Akron, Cleveland, or the state of Ohio one time in his life. But all of a sudden, he's a Browns fan because of Shador. We got you ain't even seen a Browns game. We got our brother who is dealing with an ailment right now.
Yep.
You want to explain to people why you never have a voice. This time it's not coach's throat.
Cats.
What is it today?
Cats, man. Not women cats, but just regular cats, man.
Now, when you said cat hair in the group chat, I instantly started thinking like, all right,
Just because it was you.
what kind of freaky shit my nigga into this weekend?
Everyone said that.
I did too.
That's why I didn't comment. I was like, he got a story to
precedes
tell.
you, my brother.
I'm not even that freaky. It's just my name, man. But the cat hair, though, really, like, I'm not allergic to anything. But obviously, cat hair fucks me up, man. My eyes were swollen. I couldn't see. Yeah, man, I got to stay away from that
Yep, that
shit.
regular cat will do that to you.
Stay away from that mid, bro.
I'm just saying. Hold on, wait. Before you go. Because he said something and I need to give you a chance to defend yourself.
Okay.
I don't care if that's LP, bro. Fight back.
He ain't never been to Cleveland for real.
No.
Oh,
Wait.
Cleveland? Yeah.
Are you the kind of person
Mm-hmm.
that follows the athlete where they go? You don't care about the team. You're a supporter of because it's bro been a
better
Cowboys
say
fan
yes.
since 19.
If he don't say yes right now, the pod is over. Because he done follow LeBron to Mars. So if he don't say yes.
To fucking
Nah,
Space Jam.
So let me tell you, I like players. I don't really like teams. Like I follow LeBron wherever he went. The Brown shit, the shit just fly with my outfit. That's just what it is, man.
That's even worse.
I don't give a damn about who was on my, as long as it go with my brown pants. That's all I care about, Kiati. I'm into clothes, man. I don't care about no teams, man.
Come on.
Yeah, that ain't.
Now, Kiati came in. The three of us are self-medicating right now
Yes.
on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Early on a Sunday. Now, this brother came in and judged us. He really did, which impacted my mental health. In real time,
I did.
I became a lesser version of myself because this brother wasn't going to allow us to self-medicate the way we wanted to.
Brunch ain't even started good. Y'all already on the brown. Y'all brunch, the eggs not ready. The turkey bacon is not even done. Y'all already on the brown.
Why don't you allow us as black men in our 40s to cope the way that we would like to cope? The only outlet that we got right now is talking shit on this podcast and getting drunk on said podcast while talking. So the fact that you're able to do this without drinking, bro, I commend you. How is your mental health today, though, brother? I'm going straight to you.
I'm good. I'm a weirdo because for me, and I've talked about this in the past. My childhood and upbringing kind of made my temperature different. Terrible reason why, for a lot of us in the African American community, I feel like we were raised in certain environments that kind of, now that the world is in quote unquote turmoil, I was abused as a kid. We didn't have nothing. So when we talk about like making it and struggling and survive, what are you talking? It's just Sunday. Like it's not we got to figure out where to get this from or how to make this happen, or we don't have enough and we have to make it stretch. A lot of us started from that. I'm not there no more, thank God. We really grinded and worked, you know what I'm saying? But we had to, man, I remember Wednesdays, I don't know if it was Tuesdays or Wednesdays, they used to have like buy one, get one free burgers at Sonic. And I feel like it was a Wednesday because we would leave church and mom would go buy one and get the second one for free. And it was me and my three brothers and sisters. Cut that mug in half. So now we had, You know what I'm saying? So if the burger was $1.99 and you got to get the second one for free and you bust down, we probably could eat for the $2-3 on some quick, you know what I'm saying, like after church stuff. So I just feel like for us, man, you just come up in environments when it's ugly. So I probably should be more focused on mental health and what that looks like, but just growing up young and not having kind of built us to be able to deal with when it's ugly or when we don't have or when the stuff is messed up around us. We just like, it's Monday. All right, keep going. You know what I'm saying?
And just as a community in general, I'm a piggyback off what you're saying. Black people make the best out of anything that's going on. I mean, we are vestiges of slavery. The fact that we was able to make it from Jim Crow to segregation to where we are now, COINTELPRO, the 80s, the 90s, the crack epidemic, everything for Black people has been a struggle. So when the country is in a struggle, we really in a struggle, but for us, we just kind of figure it out. We really do. But as men, our mental health is never the thing that people are looking at. They just expect you, like we was talking before we got started, hey, you got to figure it out. Buck up.
Yeah.
Make it work, because the incentive to focus on your mental health as a man is never going to be there, because you don't get the trappings of society if you're focusing on your mental health. You don't get proximity to women. You don't get proximity to wealth. You don't get proximity to access to the things that you want in life. So focusing on mental health as a man is definitely an American privilege that we don't always get in the Black part of society.
If you look at the actual definition of mental health, it's the overall state of a person's emotional, psychological, and social well-being. So basically how you think, feel, and act in your everyday life. Because there's a lot of people that say mental health, and if you don't like break down what it really means in your mind, you might think it's something that I'm just thinking, or it's something like mental health is there's a real definitions for, you know, the things that affect how we carry ourselves on the day-to-day.
Absolutely.
I think that men need to realize, all of us, how important we are. I think that the man gets ridiculed so much. You know, a couple of years ago, they had a list, things that men can't do. This list was long as shit.
Couldn't even wear glasses if you was gay.
You can't do anything. Yeah. You know, eating a hot dog was on there. Now, I'm not doing that. I leave that to Silk.
Wait, we know you eating cat. We know yeah, regular cat at that, ladies. You got a shot. All right,
but men, we have to. It's almost uncomfortable for us to gather around, rally around each other, and say, "Yo, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here for you, brother." Like it feels awkward, but it's actually the right thing to do. So if you have a homeboy, a partner, anything like that, check in on them, holler at them, ask them how you feeling. Now don't go to the movies and no shit like that. Now you OD. Let's go to the movies, Fred. No. But at least be a listening ear. I think that men, we need listening ears sometimes.
But we don't be knowing. You and I had an amazing conversation on accident. I just happened to be up here that week when we had a chance to kind of talk and connect and see what was going on. But it was just like, had I not randomly come up here, like in my mind, I wouldn't have stopped to be like, because if I look at you, bro, you coaching, Coach Stowe, recreation, you know, you would look at you and just be like, hey, bro, good. Yeah, because when you see us a lot of time, we be smiling. Well, not LP with his crazy looking ass, but I don't smile. Outside of that, like, you don't know. A lot of us put on, it's just like when we out, and then I guess to be fair, when we are around people that we like, we not looking sad and depressed. You know what I'm saying? We'll come up here and be laughing all day. Yeah. I wouldn't know nothing was going on, because when we see each other, it be vibes. Yeah. We be uplifting, it be encouraging. But when you walk out the door,
real life.
But you, like, in a lot of situations, and to get to what you were saying, Phil, having that village does kind of keep you sane. Yeah. I know when just personal experience, when I was going through my divorce and everything that comes with that, like, I could lean on 2 or 3 of my partners and they kind of, you know what I'm saying, helped me through, whether it was just to listen or whether it was to talk shit or whatever it was, whatever I needed to get out, they was with me. And in the line of work that I'm in, I don't get afforded to have a bad day. I can't show up to the spot wearing whatever I done went through that day, because I got to make these people dance and buy drinks. Like,
Oh boy, I thought you were gonna say OnlyFans. That's line of work that I'm in. I was like, what
Hey,
nah, it ain't got that bad
Put
yet.
the camera on me though. It's almost that bad for me. I'll be launching my full Beef Wellington OnlyFans career here in about 2 weeks. If shit don't turn around, I'm going crazy as Nasty Nate with the
I
Beef
don't even
Wellington
like
series.
that reference.
So go ahead. My bad, brother. I had to let the people know.
You done fucked me up.
Let's check on your mental health.
subscription
Wait a
model-
minute.
brother?
My subscription model is going to be phenomenal, y'all. I'm telling you, straight nudes, straight action. Join my Patreon. Go ahead.
Wait, are you okay, brother?
Absolutely not. I'm telling y'all right now. In 2 weeks, if shit don't turn around, I'm going crazy. Like, I'm letting y'all know in real time what's about to happen. You know, I had a lot of heartbreak happen here more recently. Y'all don't have to know what's going on, but it's been going on. I'm telling you right now, I'm jumping into the streets. You got about 2 weeks. If shit don't
Did
turn
he
around,
make an
I'm in the
announcement?
streets.
Nobody
talk off
announces the date
No,
when you
I
jump
have
in the
to.
streets.
I got to do that because I'm also a professional black, and professional blacks have timelines and SOPs. My SOPs are gonna be real. In 2 weeks, I'm in the streets. My bad, brother. Go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to take away your divorce mental health. You loving your family and shit like that. Your
Ernest,
partners-
check on your boy, Ernest.
Your partner's
Check on
taking
your
you-
boy, Ernest.
Your partner's taking you to the movies and shit like that. That's not happening for me. I'm telling you now. In 2 weeks, we touching grass. Go ahead.
Hey, B-Roll, we all need to talk after this, man.
Yeah. Side note, boy, you need to go put your feet in the grass somewhere. This is wild behavior right
Hey
now.
man,
nah,
I've been
but-
hugging trees.
But you need your partners to lean on, man. And it's good to have solid black men around you that's not gonna feed into your ego, that's not gonna tell you what you want to hear. They gonna give you the real. And you gotta establish relationships with people like that. On the other hand, a lot of guys are in isolation.
Yep.
Like you said earlier. You'll never know.
Facts.
Like, I don't expect Phil to come in here when he going through something and dump on anybody.
Yeah.
And we all close.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But it's tough for guys because we don't get those moments to just,
Yeah, never that.
it's always something.
And like I said, there is no incentive
Nothing.
for a man
Nothing.
to do any of what you just
Yeah,
said.
nothing.
Right.
None. There's no incentive for that. Women can rally around each other.
Mm-hmm.
There's support groups. There's environments that are set up for women to have camaraderie
Mm-hmm.
amongst each other around their mental health. There's not spaces like that for men. In the spaces that are like that for men, sometimes we feel embarrassed to join those spaces.
Yeah.
Because then you look weak.
Yep.
And the last thing that a man wants to do, especially a black or a brown man, wants to appear weak amongst his community. So we have to isolate.
So then how do we fix that for the next group? Because you have daughters,
Yeah, no doubt.
we have sons, you have
Son and daughter. We
son
on both
and daughter.
sides.
So
Yeah.
and I have daughters as well. How do we coach them?
Well, I would say society
To
is
deal
set
with
up
it.
for the daughters right now.
Right.
If I'm being real, a lot of the programs, socially, education wise, they are pouring into the women in our society.
So I put the daughters in there because that's a part of it. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna interact with men, they're gonna get into relationships, they're gonna have children, possibly sons. How are you gonna coach your daughters? How are we gonna coach our sons and daughters for our sons to deal with things like that? Like, how do we teach them to express themselves,
Yeah.
giving them safe spaces, telling them when it's okay?
Yeah.
How do we
I
go
mean,
about that?
For me with my son, everything that I wasn't taught, I teach him. Whether that's emotional intelligence, whether that's trusting your first mind, I teach him all of that right now. So what I do with my son right now is, let's just say he have a little hiccup in school. What I work on with him is telling the truth at all times, no matter what.
Yeah.
So before they reach out to mom or anybody, you have your phone. You can call me and let me know what's going on, right? So instead of me just asking him, you know, I ask him every day, how's your day at school? Now he can tell me comfortably, hey, yo, Dad, I got in trouble today. But we've been working on this for about 5 years. So where it finally he got comfortable telling me the truth about what he did. And I'm able to talk with him through that. Okay, now instead of me punishing you, taking your game or anything, me and you could talk like dad and a young man. And therefore, it makes him feel better because he feels it's a safe space.
Yeah.
Me growing up, I didn't have no safe space. I didn't know whether to talk to my dad because he probably ain't going to tell me nothing. Then my mom, she too busy working. I don't even want to interfere. So I don't allow my son to feel like I'm ever too busy. No, you call me anytime. And if dad missed a phone call, I'm calling you right back. Fact. So stay by the phone. I don't allow him to worry. I want him to know, like, dad is going to teach you. Dad is going to show you. You know what I mean? Express yourself. There's nothing wrong with express. Even if you want to cry, let's cry together.
Yeah.
That's my way of teaching.
You know, I think a lot of time to get this to the real solution, you got to start from the question, right? How do we teach black men how to heal when we haven't even taught black men how to feel? Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of time, like, that's the deeper issue. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even though we're talking about black men and mental health, my mom, I feel like did a lot to make the environment to where we could come and communicate and talk about what's going on and talk about feelings. Now, my mom is a preacher. So that might not be everybody's experience to have somebody that's really trying to build you up in godly ways. So when you get out here in the world, you be cool and comfortable moving around and navigating and operating. Might not be the typical experience, but mom made sure we were comfortable. I was a terrible student. Boy, I was fighting. Let me tell you something. Boy, I got some highlights floating around on YouTube. No, but literally, like, my mom would always just make the environment to your credit. Mm-hmm. Hey, when something is going on, tell me what's going on. Yeah. Because for us, I think a lot of time our kids have to be their own attorney versus knowing they can trust their parents to show up and be their attorney. That's right. One thing about a great attorney, they don't care if you did it or not. Yep. Tell me what you did so we can figure out how to work past the problem or the issue. And I think a lot of time, you know, again, man, we'll get the line just thinking that's, let me just make something sound good versus, hey, this is what really happened. So your attorney can come in and say, my client was off, but these are the things that, you know what I'm saying, contributed to, you know, so I just think as black men, first we got to just, it's okay to feel.
And see, I would say it's a privilege to feel because a lot of people aren't even in an environment where they can feel. They're just surviving. Yep. Like, there's a natural selection that happens in communities, in society, where some people are going to be more successful based on their parents' legacy or history or what they have done. And then other people are just always going to be on the margins. So to be able to say, hey, the first thing we need to do is learn how to feel. Hey, man, the only feel that I have is trying to survive. Like, so if you expect me to be able to, and this is me talking more broadly, right? If you expect me to be able to then, I got to understand my emotion intelligence when I ain't ate in the last 2 days, or I got a person beating on me, or I can't figure out what's going on in school. I'm dyslexic. They ain't giving me a way to determine that. There's a variety of people who have no accountability in that at all because they aren't able to get past the first part. But survival is the first part.
That can't be the reason why you still allow them to lose because of that. We all have stuff that we deal with and work through. I was abused. I was the hungry kid. I still had to figure it out. But I feel like that when you do that, that's true, but it's still not, it don't matter. Sometime in the game, you got to beat the ref too.
Yeah, but sometimes the ref, to this example, is the entire society to those people. Because outside of what you say, right, you may be 1 in 10. Mm-hmm. The other 9, they do get left to the side. Yeah. Now, it's people like us, you know, hopefully, that are in a position that says, hey, all right, young brother, all right, young man, you come pull forward with us. But oftentimes, I won't even see that person. I won't even be able to get around that person. I'm involved in a lot of community efforts. And there's a few times where I can identify directly, hey, this is someone who really needs this. But, you know, they don't ever speak up because they're trying to survive. So you got to go pull a lot out of them just to get there. And that's an environment that, as black men, we got to figure out. I remember when President Obama was in office, he came up with this initiative, My Brother's Keeper. A lot of black men laughed at that. They thought it was pandering to the black community versus pouring in to understand that, no, a lot of people do need a brother's keeper. A lot of us do. And even people who you deem as successful need someone that they can go to and be like, hey, man, how are you doing? And let me move you towards. You talked about a mentor. A lot of people don't even have a mentor. And a lot of people don't know how to be a mentee. Because in order to be mentored, you got to be able to listen. You got to be able to engage in a way that you're comfortable with the information that's being brought to you, and it's coming from a good space. Because oftentimes mentors want something back from you.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something so small real quick that I learned through therapy. LPI.
Your therapy has not been.
So let me tell y'all something that I learned. something so simple, right? My dad coming to pick me up. My mom and dad wasn't together, right? My mom tell me, "Hey, yo, don't tell him what's going on in this house." Okay, mama. Leave my dad's house. Dad, don't tell what's going on in this house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm being taught? How to lie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Early
on.
Now, I don't blame my mom and dad. They didn't know, right? I just going back, looking at the time frame of things, emotional intelligence and stuff, those wasn't topics in the 90s. And, you know, it's more so now. But I was being taught to lie good too. Because when my mama asked me, I'm not saying that I don't want to get in trouble by my daddy. Mama, ain't nothing going on. It's plenty of shit going on, but I can't say nothing. Dad asked me the same thing. I got a lot of him too. Nah, ain't nothing going on. I'm lying. But
and that's snitching culture also.
Yeah.
Like, all of us are civilians.
Yep.
None of us are in the streets.
Nope.
But I promise you right now, most of us in here, we ain't telling on our partners. Like,
Nope.
Or if we see something that we not supposed to see, we not going to the authorities.
Mm-hmm.
We not. That's just the nature of men. Like, there is a thing that has been embedded into us, just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually your therapy is working, brother.
Yeah, thank
you know where we have to call out what's actually happening.
Yeah.
We lie.
Yeah.
We tell false truths. We do half truths. We don't give all the information that allows people to make an informed decision.
See, no, that's because you're talking about police. Boys might not they gonna tell a gal to get some draws. Boys telling everything. Boys is snitching for the booty.
Yeah,
you think so?
That's crazy.
I
Yeah,
don't
know.
I don't know. One of my partners, one of my real life friends, terrible to this day. Boy, it was hot. Let me tell you something. The Lord's still working on me, boy. If I see dude right now, fam, hey man, we gonna risk Rockets, radio, all that, because the principle and the morals is, fam. Hey, if you violate this friendship, and the craziest part about it was he lied, and she went for it.
Well, okay,
women are powerful, man.
Yeah, and let's pivot a little bit. Obviously, you know, men's mental health is important, but also access to women is important. So you talked about your partner who lied. I don't know the scenario because we don't want you starting to fume up. You know, I ain't never seen bro get mad.
Hey, boy, let me tell y'all something. For me, I feel like the two worst sins, three. One, lying, stealing, and stabbing in the back. Mm-hmm. I feel like if you do anything outside of that, fam, we got a chance to work through it, work past it. But fam, you betray me. Yeah. Like, if you really be on some old, like, man, that will get you hurt. Like, for real. Mm-hmm. Like, because certain things, like, I feel like, and they always wait for these clips to post and tag the radio station. Stop doing that, please.
Yeah, tag the radio station.
They wait them. But I just feel like if more people got punched in the face, a lot less random stuff would happen. People be comfortable disrespecting you because they don't understand consequences. Mm-hmm. If you could show people real-time consequences, I feel like there will be less. I'm not advocating for no violence, but I'm just saying, bro, if more people got punched in the mouth.
Even just the simple thing of calling the bullshit out in real time is enough sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like, to let people know, I can't get over on him. It don't even take a punch in the mouth all the time.
No, but I feel punch in the mouth is
feel what you're saying. Yeah. But if I just call you out, because a lot of the shit that go on, we don't call out because we take the approach of, well, shit, ain't shit gonna change, or I just see him for who he is and I'm gonna just operate around that. That's usually how we deal with that shit. Man, niggas don't really call niggas out for real.
Most people don't know they on bullshit though.
Yeah. And that's why we need to start calling niggas out.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're right. Because most people do not know that they on BS. Mm-hmm. Like, they'll come into a scenario or a situation, and I'm set up where I'm gonna give you as much access as you want until I realize, I gotta start to reel this in. Don and I talk a lot. I'll be like, hey, bro, they just won't ever do that again. And they won't. And if they try it, then that's when, what would you say? They need to get what?
Punched in the face.
That's where we start to get there. Now, for me, it may take several instances because I understand there's a lot of people who rely on me. There's a lot of responsibility that I have, and I appreciate the position that I'm in often. Yeah. But at some point, that switch has got to turn. And who cares what the consequences are at that point, because I got to protect myself. Yep. And that's one of the challenges that we run into, is that you let people be on BS because we got to sacrifice all to have a harmonious situation a lot of time.
You know,
I'm listening to you talk, and I'm realizing you're responsible for quite a few people that aren't necessarily connected to you by marriage or blood or anything. Just a lot of people that are connected to LP. How do you handle getting your chakras aligned and getting back to a centered position when I know a lot of times you probably getting pulled in this direction, this direction, this direction, this direction. Then you got to go home and your kids, you got to be a father to your kids, a husband to your wife. You got to do all of those things. And then as soon as you wake up, you're responsible to 30, 40 more people.
I'd say I don't. Like, just being real. Like, if you were to not ask me that question on camera, I'd probably go further.
Okay.
But I don't. Like, there is no concerning yourself with me.
And that is where the issue lies, because men like LP, we're all responsible for something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And someone.
Mm-hmm.
And who's responsible for us at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, your girl has herself, she has you that she can lean on and pour into. Your kids have you that they can lean on and pour into. Your employees have you that they expect things from, and needs and wants and all of those things. Who do we turn to?
But
how do we
that's
deal
why-
with the pressures that come with that?
That's why, as unpopular as this saying is, happiness is an inside job.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I always say it. It's
Absolutely.
a choice.
I just always, I get it. Man, my gal doing this, my job doing this. We don't care.
Yep.
Happiness is an inside job, fam. At the end of the day, that's why you got to work on you and what you're going through. I tell my circle all the time that, man, it's great to be able to depend on each other. But how do you sound to your kids saying, I wasn't able to be successful because they didn't do what they were supposed? That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, the weight that is on our shoulders as men. And then the craziest part is, it ain't no manual to this, y'all. If it was a manual to this I would be the
Doing it
richest.
right.
Yeah.
It ain't no manual to it, bro. It could be your environment. It could be your circle. If you're by yourself, it's that mental fortitude that you've built and the things that you learn. I tell, resources and information are everywhere. Yeah. How bad do you want it?
One thing that I always tell my son, sorry, Phil,
No, you
but
go
one
ahead,
thing I always am able to do with my sons now, especially because they're playing basketball, is teach them emotional intelligence through the game of basketball. Because what I've noticed out of Jace, he's just like me when I was a kid, hates losing and gets emotional about it. But in the middle of the fire, like today, for example, they start off winning, then the other team makes a run and his body language just drops.
Yeah.
And I don't say anything to him while he's playing, but at halftime I called him over. I said, hey, bro, you playing bad, right? He said, yeah. I said, okay. Now what? What do you do now? Are you going to stay in this emotional funk, or are you just going to play with the fire, with that emotion as your fuel? But don't be emotional. Like, play with emotion, but don't be emotional. Play life with emotion. Feel everything. Express everything. But as men, we can't get tied to the emotion and stay there.
See, we setting double standards up, and I'm glad you said that, because I'm
But
going to ask you.
it's the real, though, because you got to deal with what life is going to give you.
But here's the double standard. Your son who, my son who, like, and we be in that AAU type environment, right? At what age do y'all tell y'all sons stop crying when they lose, right? Because that's the thing, like, they lose, and in your mind, you be like, man, truthfully, somebody damn crying, right? But when they lose and they cry, we just said we've got to allow us as men to be
That's
emotional.
what we do.
We've
I
got
stayed
to
out
let
of
us
that.
breathe. We got to. So at what age? I'm keeping it G with y'all.
Yep.
My wife is terrible. Dylan, get your boom, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Women are
of
the
course,
worst.
he kind of is working through it a little better now. But just at a younger age, like at what age do you, because if we're saying we need to create a safe space for men, as a man, you start out as a boy. And when you go through these terrible losses in close games and your emotions are tied into it, why do we tell our sons, man, stop all that crying?
I'm go ahead, Phil.
I've sat back and watched other parents before I became a parent. I sat back and watched how they treated their kids at the games, how they talked to their kids at the games. That's why I became a coach, though. A lot of kids don't have fathers in their life, right? Mm-hmm. So I believe that with me going through the experience that I went through, not having a pops visible in my life.
Not to stop you.
Uh-huh.
I don't want you to say a lot of kids don't have dads, because I feel like a lot of kids do have dads.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Some kids. So you say a lot. I don't even want that narrative to be that you the one present.
Active.
I think that's
a crazy statement.
Changed.
But go ahead.
We don't have this conversation.
Okay. To be specific, active dads that are at the game.
Yeah.
That when a kid makes a shot, usually they looking for the approval of their parents, right? So I try to take the place of that parent that's missing, cheering them on for anything. Now, when my son loses, I don't say, don't cry about losing. I want him to keep that passion, that emotion, that thing that he has. Because you know what? Kobe Bryant had it when he was little. His dad never took it away from him. That made him have Mamba mentality. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to take anything that's natural away from my son. I'm not one of them type of dads. Another thing, going back to when we were talking about us not speaking up when things are going astray to our brother. Mm-hmm. That's the way I've survived, fellas. Through the hood, through anything, I've always spoken up. So dudes, I was about to say niggas, dudes always
you said
know.
It anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mama. I'm sorry. But dudes knew, like, nah, Lil Phil ain't with the bullshit, basically. Like, and that's how I survived, though. Like, man, nah, I ain't with no drug dealing. I ain't with none of that. So, but I had to speak up for myself, let them know.
That's a different type of speak up.
Yeah.
Then, like, that's you speaking up for your morals and your values, and you knew that you was gonna get your ass whooped when you got home, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about your girlfriend broke up with you.
That too.
Or like Sophia called you ugly.
Yeah.
Well, not
like, everybody's not gonna be able to go to their homeboy and lay that on them and expect.
But the women are supposed to be the safe space for us. Or the landing place for a lot of that. But in a lot of men in that scenario, we've got a chat going in that women will use access to our kids and access to their body as a way maybe, and this is, not all women, but as a way maybe to, manage a situation.
Absolutely.
And so you end up in an environment where, all right, let's say that we do care about our mental health. Let's assume that the four men on this panel, that we care about how we feel, and we try to bring something to our significant other or someone who has born our kids,
right,
or someone who we have access to, and they limit that access or they limit the access to our kids, it's gonna fuck us up more. Mm-hmm. And then in that position, we go out and make poor decisions that then impact what's happening at the house. And when we do that, it's a cycle. And that cycle happens all the time. So we got to figure out a way to get, more solid either with the women in our lives or the women who have had our children, to make sure that we're not in that. Because as men, again, who's going to do it for us?
Man, I made a hard decision. I don't think I've ever shared this publicly before. I made a really hard decision when it came down to my older son. So many people, when I meet people in real life, they don't talk about Rockets game, radio. The two things people say the most is, one, man, y'all came to my school. I remember you was at my school. And two, they say, I love the way you treat your wife and your kids, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people know my younger kids because they live with me and they stay around me. I have an older son and an older daughter. For me, I think one of the hardest decisions that I had to make in church, they have a saying that say, let go and let God. Mm-hmm. I was dealing with certain things with my older kids' moms, and I had to make a real life decision. And it was at the end of the day, when you're involved in a situation with a woman that you are not in a relationship with, and as men, we feel like money is the motive, right? We feel like, well, you just trying to get this child support or whatever. Now, feelings ain't facts and facts ain't feelings.
That's true.
The fact is, I literally take a lump sum of money after I've had a conversation to go and be sure that we're straight on back child support, to be sure that we boom. I get to the attorney general office I make the lump sum payment that we've agreed on just to go into the room and then raise my child support after I've made this lump sum payment to be sure that we're on the same page.
Yep.
So at this point now you've shown me, hey, bro, I appreciate that bread. I got you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So at that point, rather than me crashing out, being mad, I said, you know what? Since this is about money to you, cool. I'm going to be sure you get what the court has ordered you to get. And man, just whenever my son gets old enough for he and I to have this conversation, we will go back and have this conversation. My son was mad at me for a very long time. He went on Facebook, went off on me. I don't follow him, so I ain't said I ain't care. One of my family members saw it and sent me the screenshot. So I called my son and said, hey, let me tell you something. I would love to have a grown-up conversation with you right now. By the time we finish having this conversation, I might not be the person you mad at. Call me tomorrow, let's have a conversation. My son never brought it up again. As dads, a lot of time we are put in situations to where if our emotions get the best of us, we'll crash out and we'll never get to the point to where we're really trying to get if we don't control those emotions.
Yeah.
As a man, I had to make a hard decision like, damn, do I still allow her to try to play with my emotions and play with or do I say, you know what? If it's about bread, I know financially I've supported my son. He has my phone number. If he need me, he can call me. If I call, he don't pick up, whatever. But one day when he's a man and we have this conversation, it's so many stories I see now of brothers that go back and be like, damn, I had to give my dad some grace. I didn't know.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I think more often than not, again, and we understand this is a survival instinct of people, not just women, men also. Remember, the ultimate goal of life is to self-preserve, to do what you can do, to go home each day and feel like you have a semblance of real life. So in whatever instance that may be with your previous, women that you're with, that you've had children with, they determined that the best way for them to handle you all no longer being in a relationship was to limit the access of the child to you.
Yeah.
Now, we may not agree with that. We don't know the reasons why. But what happens in a man's head is like, you done messed us up because that's our child.
Yep.
And when you limit that access to our children, there's no going back from that. So now we've got animosity towards you. And hell, sometimes that animosity extends towards the child. Sometimes you're like, well, I'm mad at the mom, so now I'm mad at you too. And a lot of men can't break that cycle. We talked, for 40 minutes about mental health. If you don't think that impacting us, having access to the kids, and then access to your body, because that's another thing that women may do. I'm not saying that it happens often, but limiting your access to their body also is a thing that can impact a man's mental health.
Before you swear, let me say this. God just put this on my heart. My son will mess around and see this episode and be like, say, damn, Dad.
No doubt.
What I do want to say is, even though in my heart I feel like I made the right decision, I'm still dealing with consequences from that decision.
Absolutely.
Because now my son and I wish my son could be up under me so I could give him the game and help him navigate through life and use these relationships and these seeds that I've planted to get where he's trying to go. And now there is uncomfortability. Now the level of, man, I'm gonna go to my dad and ask my dad this because the relationship and the time spent, that's the one thing that I feel like, it is what it is. We worked it out. We moved past it. We're still growing. And I have to deal with the consequences that I made, the choices and the decisions I made. But as a man that loves my kids, I still feel like, damn, we wasted so much time. You would be so much closer to where you were trying to go had you got that direct mentorship. And like we from the same cloth.
No doubt.
There are certain benefits that come with, like people be talking about Nepo babies and stuff like that. We ain't at the Nepo point yet, but damn it, we good. Like, boy, hey, we right. We knocking on the door.
That trickle down effect, man, based off a decision, right? Like, let's just say that the man and woman could actually get along and understand that this is really about the child and not about us. Because when a woman puts the child, it's almost like they're waving the baby in front of you. Like, yeah, you want this baby? Yeah, all right, I want more money. That's how you feel on the inside.
It feel like a financial transaction.
It feel like, oh, you want me to give you all my money just so I can see my. That's how it feels. Not saying that that's the case for a lot of women, but that's the way it feels. And when you feel like that, the trickle down effect, like LP was saying, now you feel a way towards the woman already. Y'all are no longer together. Then you kind of start to feel a way about the child, no matter how young the child is. You know. You want to be and this is for men that want to be in their kids'
Come
life.
on, don't leave that part out.
That's the major part. I'm speaking for the guys that want to be in the kids' life, not just no brother that just out there making babies and keeping up with the number. No, I'm talking about actual fathers that want to be in their kids' life. Man, that's a hurtful thing.
I know some trash dads too. Let me throw since that's where we at. I know some trash dads that should be doing way more. And you talking about calling stuff out and keeping it all the way funky, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, and this goes for the brothers that's out here trying to find out how to like finesse the game and get to court and act like you don't God and you hiding funds and this and that. That's still your kids. God holds you responsible for the life you created. So you can play with the judge. You can play with these other people. As a man in life, the babies that you have should be your safeguard as you get older. So when you are that old man and you struggling and that lady left you, your kids are supposed to be the safety net that are like, I'm going to make sure my dad is straight. I'm going to make sure that my mom is straight. How you handle the kids now, that will come back to you one way or another. So while you're looking at the short term, mine wasn't perfect. I felt like I could have helped my situation, but financially, my kids didn't go without. Mm-hmm. We didn't have the best relationships. It wasn't the greatest, but my kids didn't go without. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, when I'm older, my kids be like, shit, gotta wipe daddy booty. Here we go. I got you, school. You know what I'm saying? You just know, like, these are the real, like, y'all listen. Roles change in the family dynamic. Same way that you take care of your kids when you get older. Hopefully you did the job God intended you to do. So now your kids have had the mirror image of how they should treat you, for real.
Absolutely. And if you think about it that kind of maybe to button it up, we all need each other.
Oh yeah.
And I think what happens is men, we do get insular and we say we're gonna figure this shit out ourselves, when in reality, you need partners, you need trusted counsel, you need people around you that you can lob stuff off of. And then the kids need a community. The one thing that I do think that we have messed up, at least, and this is the European model of raising families. We raise families as individuals versus as communities. Mm-hmm. Like we all our kids, y'all will see my kids here a lot because all of y'all are a part of that extended family. Yeah. So if my kids are in here and they doing something they're not supposed to do, hey, get these. Well, I was about to say the N-word also. Get them off the stage. Get them out, because as a community, as a collective, we do that. A lot of us don't know our neighbors no more.
I think he said that to Jace and Jackson.
Absolutely, I did.
Hey, little niggas, get off the stage.
Hey, because if you hear, I'm responsible for you.
For sure.
But I wasn't mad at that.
Yeah.
Because
you've left your kids with me before.
One, that screen is expensive, and two, if something fall, somebody getting hurt.
No bullshit.
And I'm in his pockets.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm saying though. So and also men need to understand that no one man is trying to be better than you by us all being collective. Because what happens is the ego starts to get involved. Like if you would have seen me say to your twins, hey, little niggas, get off the stage, and you had a problem with me, now we got a beef.
Yeah.
And that beef didn't have to exist. We doing this as a collective. I've seen Phil. Hey, Stella. Now my 4-year-old is the wildest 4-year-old in history. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I've seen people self-correct her.
Yeah.
And hey, we got to do that.
Yeah.
Now, do it with respect. But at the same time, we are a community, and I think we don't do that enough as black men.
I want to give an example of something so simple, right? I've talked about it so many times on the show. I went through a public breakup. I'm talking about Silk, Kiara, you new to the party, but this shit was major, right?
He was on social and stuff?
Social.
This was
on World Star Hip Hop.
It was like,
no, for real. This was wild.
It was like turkey leg hunt.
Kinda, basically. Yeah, it was bad. But I'm gonna tell you what happened though. Everybody that seen me was like, so disappointed. I cheated, right? LP. When I seen him, first of all, he cracked a smile at me. He like, you gonna be all right, bro. Everybody go through something. You messed up. Just get through it. That shit helped me significantly 4 or 5 words. I didn't talk to my brother, the pastor, whoever, Buddha. I didn't switch religions. I'm trying to talk to anybody. This brother said 5 things to me. You're gonna be all right.
But I also have erred as well. Like no one's perfect.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you can understand when your brother going through it. And you can be like, hey man, like the people around you that's trying to like pour sympathy into you, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Because that sympathy ain't gonna make you have changed behavior.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just brothers talking right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, for
right?
sure, for sure.
So I'm gonna ask you this.
Yeah.
Now, before I ask you this, cheating is cheating and cheating is wrong
Yeah,
and
it
bad
is.
and all that. Well, we're not taking away from that. But again, as black men and as brothers, did you cheat out of greed or did you cheat out of need? Because I feel like there are 2 different things. We're not co-signing.
Greed.
You was
greed,
greedy.
ego.
See, some people would say there's no such thing as cheat out of need though.
Yeah. Oh, it
See,
is,
some
man.
people would say once you've made a commitment, there's no such thing as you have a need. Your need should be fulfilled by the partner that you made a commitment.
So here we
But
go.
what if it ain't?
Yeah,
So
there
here
you
we
go.
go.
But that's not.
So here we
there
go.
is no what
I
if
like
it ain't.
this
But that's-
combo.
there
Stay-
is no
stay
what
here.
if
So
it
here
ain't.
we go.
Stay here.
So here we go. Here goes unpopular public opinion that goes against how we talk as brothers.
Yep.
For me, as a man, there are certain things that when you get into a relationship, we are both obligated to provide. When you get into relationships, a lot of people do not read the small writing. The small writing is, hey, you may be having a bad day. I need you today. And you might not want to show up today. A lot of people think, 50-50 for a real relationship might be you only got 10% today. I got to bring 90.
Yeah.
Eventually those things wear down on you. So whatever the scenario, situation, not here to get into that. As a man, men have feelings,
Yeah.
right? One of my favorite sayings, feelings are not facts. And we live and we die behind the facts. But in a relationship, the feelings are the only thing that matter.
Yep.
It's plenty of times your girl was like, I know you was doing this. And you like, I wasn't. I was here in this room. I feel like, boom, your job is to protect the feeling, right? And it's a woman's job to protect your feelings as well. So sometimes when you get into relationship situations and people cheat, people automatically are ready to burn the house down. Whoop, whoop, this and that. But no, in real relationships, yes, you might make mistakes, but we all have to take accountability. No relationship can be great without offense and defense. Offense may be, yeah, I pay the bills, but defense is I don't spend time with you and I don't take you out on date nights. I don't make you feel special.
Yeah, that's
So at the end of the day, yeah, you're providing. So somebody may not leave you or break up with you because the offense is great, but defense wins championships.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Kiata, because I
And this ain't your freaky scenario.
Oh,
yeah.
I
We-
was about to
we
say
know you were a
I
wild
was
freak.
a habitual.
Yeah. You were wild freak.
heavy on the bitch.
What I
The habitualness that I was cheating, it was insane.
But
Okay?
here's- but
so
here's the
I
thing.
don't want to make it seem like it was my first time cheating.
We're not saying
Yeah,
that
no,
you
I
wasn't.
was- I was tripping.
This was past you, but thank
Yeah.
you for spiraling
Yeah,
us
I
out of the
wanted
deep.
to
Now,
make sure
I-
she might be listening. I want to make
She
sure
probably is listening. So, but
Now,
listen,
I've been on the other side of that where it started as a need and it just transitioned into greed.
yeah, because
Right?
greed feels
Because
good.
you just-
Yes, it does.
feels so good.
Yeah.
My Lord,
But
I'm
when-
greedy right now.
When
Go ahead.
people ask me, and I'm pretty open when people ask me because I've gotten through all of the hurt and everything that comes with divorce, and I'm able to look at it from an objective almost eye, and I always take accountability for my part. Like my daughter asked me one time, she was like, "What happened?"
Oh damn!
And your daughter is a teen.
She's a teenager.
So, like, you got to
You
answer
gotta
that.
So I
You
can't
have to answer.
not
Yeah,
answer,
you gotta
give her
answer.
the run around.
Wait,
and
wait,
my
have to
answer.
Wait, Dad. Dad. Y'all see my face? This is new for me. Forgive me. I have
You have to answer.
questions.
Yeah.
Wait.
So she asked me, "What happened? Like, how y'all broke up?" And I just simply said, "I cheated."
So let me ask you this.
That's it.
But see, you
Did
took-
mommy cheat back? That's her story.
Listen,
to tell you,
well, so let me
but
ask you this.
I know my part.
Let me ask you this, because Brother Royce is my wife and I Christian counselor, right?
Okay.
And one thing that he say, and I'm asking you because you could probably answer this question. He say, as a man, whenever you go through a breakup with a family, your worst fear is another dude in his drawers around your kids in a different relationship scenario. So you going through a divorce, like, is that something that like, damn, now they're gonna have to be around another dude or another, like, is that a real?
One thing that through all of everything that their mom and I have gone through, one thing I do know is that she is a good mother, and that she's not gonna have my children in a position to where I need to step in on something. That's one thing that I absolutely, without a doubt, trust.
That's good.
That's one thing that I do trust. But yeah, dealing with that situation, my daughter asked me, I just had to take accountability for my part and just leave it at that. Like, I couldn't go into the story of whatever happened between me and her mother that made me do all of that and all. At the end of the day, and I say all that to say, at the end of the day, yeah, you cheat out of need, but did you need to cheat? Were there other things?
That's a good question.
Were there other things that you could have did prior to that? And I think back to myself, and my biggest problem was I never said anything.
Yeah.
No, but no, you did. See, this is what I would always say. Men, we communicate because we try to respond to the women in our lives. We don't want to have animosity situations at home. So we try to do the things that the women say, hey, if you want this from me, you should try XYZ.
Man,
we're actually real good.
They're telling the truth.
We're actually real good at following a playbook. All of us have been athletes. Most of us have been in team sports. Some of us have been in an environment where we've had to play a role. All of us are comfortable in playing a role. What ends up happening is the role is constantly evolving. So once we start doing one thing, it changes. And then it changes to another. And it eventually escalates more and more and more to like, well, fuck it then.
Yep.
Like, and that's what happens. And then as a man, when you say fuck it, you really be on that.
Yep.
And
That's
once you
a
on
fact.
that, there's no turning back.
That's a fact.
And that's the problem.
I could agree with that last part for
and then
sure.
women in our lives be like, well, damn, I gave you the playbook. Yeah, but it changed 10 times. So I got 9 offensive coordinators in one woman.
Let me ask y'all something.
Like,
real
that's a
quick.
problem.
Yeah, that's a fact. He's speaking facts. Do y'all, as men, do you like compliments? Kiati, do you like compliments
I see where you're going.
from your women?
I
from
see
your
where,
woman.
I see where you're going here.
Do you?
Wait.
Do you like? It's a simple question.
No, but I know my GPS. I know where you're going with this.
He won't answer, y'all.
Okay. Do I enjoy compliments from my wife? Yes.
Okay. Do you like compliments from your lady?
1,000%.
No.
No. Okay. LP's different. We already know he don't celebrate nothing. No holidays matter to bro. Okay. I used to have an issue with compliments. Not saying that I needed them all the time, but as a man, you want to know that you're attractive. You looking good. She ain't got eyes for other brothers. Now, this is not all men, but some men need this, right? And I used to tell her about this all the time, and she never would do nothing about it because she was facing something within inside her that didn't want her to say it out loud. She would say she would be thinking it a lot. So on both ends of the spectrum, we're both going through things. And it's you're trying to pull something, she's trying to pull something, but you won't know unless you communicate.
And let's break it down even further.
Yeah.
Yo, people be fucked up for real.
Yes.
People be having health conditions. Like you got to consider, man, if women had a child, their body changes.
Yeah.
They don't feel the same way that they used to feel. Men, we be out of shape, in shape, out of work, in work. Like there's a lot of interpersonal dynamics that happens in a relationship. Yep. So if you're not comfortable with communicating that, then it's a problem. But the moment as a man, this is I'll say not all experience, but the moment that you start to express that you're feeling a way about something, it lessens your manhood in the household. Like it starts to become like, well, shit, you're supposed to have the plan. You're supposed to be the person with the ideas. You're supposed to be the person leading us forward. But now you got the problems. So what's going to happen?
That's not necessarily my experience.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I've experienced it to where I've expressed myself and it just fell on deaf ears.
It must be them green eyes.
And then the green eyes didn't work well enough.
Yeah, the green eyes didn't work well enough.
That's a real
it falls
thing.
on deaf ears.
No doubt.
And then as men, I remember, I think it was Pastor Keon, I saw a clip that says, a man will only give you as much as he's comfortable with to where he can still keep his sanity. So I'm not gonna keep coming back to you, telling you the same thing over and over. As men, we're always taught, figure it out. So I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna use my own devices.
I think
And
that
those devices might not be what's
It's gonna be
beneficial
other
to
women. It's gonna be
the
other
relationship
women.
that we have.
Because
For
other
sure.
women
Yeah.
love you.
Yeah.
Other women,
But
other women just
But it
they'll cherish you.
but it don't have to be other women. It could be I'm coming home and running through a 6-pack. I'm coming home.
Nah, it's
and
women
Nah,
for
it's
me,
women.
brother.
It's
smoking
women.
2
women.
blunts a
No,
day. And
no,
I'm
see,
just saying.
I'm trying to
I got you.
Those
See,
vices can be
there's coping
various.
mechanisms.
Yes.
But those coping mechanisms aren't usually extension level events for your relationship.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm following, yeah.
There's things where you can recover.
Right.
All right, you've been drinking Colt 45. Like, let's stop drinking Colt 45.
Yeah.
You could eventually get better. You've been out of shape. You can hit the gym.
Yeah.
You can do that. But eventually, you're going to land up under something soft.
Yep.
And that something soft is going to love you.
Coochie is my.
Stop. We're not going that far. But that's-
okay. Hey, I would like to take reins of the show now.
It's a beautiful thing.
What I would say,
back to the married
what I
dude,
would
man.
say is this. Let me drive the bus real quick. Hey, this is gonna be controversial, but I'm fine with that. Here we go. A lot of time when it comes to relationships, we've got to understand how much we've advanced since way back when. A lot of the core tools that we use in relationships center around your love languages.
correct.
Do y'all understand how much love languages have changed and evolved since that book that we've been reading?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so many people that will live or die by just those 5 love languages, but things have changed and things are evolving. So again, outside of just the love language, I feel like the emotional things that are attached to, man, it's way deeper than that. So I feel like even if you are looking at the 5 love languages as a starting point, man, you got to have real interrelationship conversations because things change.
Facts.
And your love language cannot be your identity. You can't come to people talking about I need acts of service or affirmation or physical touch. Say, bitch, I mean I want it today.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's for real. So
It's
if
right.
that's your only identity, then you may not be the person for me.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what people need to understand, or at least the men who are out there searching for their person. Like, don't let someone put you in a pigeonhole of just based on your love language, because that's what people will do.
Yep.
Well, you like gifts of affirmation. Don't always affirm me. Sometimes I need something other than affirmation. Like, and that's what happens a lot of times too. People only go with what they think works instead of realizing, like Kiati was saying, we evolved.
Yep.
We changed.
People are very bilingual and trilingual out here, man. It's
Absolutely.
3 different
facts.
things that add to what we have going on. The other thing that I would say is, and I guess this is for us as brothers, but I'll just make this a general statement. Whenever you come to people to vent or to talk, you got to let people know how you need them to show up. A lot of time, I made the mistake in my relationship where my wife would come to me to vent and I'm giving you advice.
Yeah.
So she'll be like, hey man, I don't know this boutique idea. Man, I told you to just invest this, take that away, stop talking to her, take the graphics over here. And she's just looking at me like,
I just wanted to talk.
I really just wanted to just say it out loud.
Yeah.
So at this point now I can be comfortable. I've let it out. But me in my head of household, problem solve hat, well, cool. If this is what's wrong, do this or do that. And literally just through counseling and talking, it's like, hey, bro, nobody cares if you have all the answers.
I don't blame you though. That's the pressures that's put upon you as a man.
Right. But
Yes.
now I've learned whenever she said, hey, I need to talk. Now my immediate response is, do we need to talk or do you just need me to listen?
But see, most men, when you hear when we need to talk, what did I do wrong?
Yep.
Exactly.
Like that's your immediate response. All right, well, I got to deal with this shit again. So what did I do? So even if you sit there and listen,
sitting
you're
there
listening
tight.
with a ear of what did I do wrong?
But my thing is, who's with somebody that's automatically the thing? Like this is
The majority
teammate
of people.
I chose to be with.
The majority of people
I
are
just
in
be
relationships.
feeling like, hey, bro, if even uncomfortable conversations, you're the person I chose. Let's get it. Like it shouldn't be a negative connotation. We need to talk. We need to talk. She could tell you, hey, I'm finna bust it down.
Yeah.
But because you negative, you automatically like, I want to know. This might be the one conversation where she say, hey, it's about to be explicit.
Yeah.
She sign me up.
Yeah.
But you never get there if you don't go in and be like,
But like LP said, we need to talk. Those are magic words to a man to where it's like,
yeah.
what happened? What I'm gonna have to fix? What I'm gonna have to do? It ain't like we gonna cross our legs and be like, yeah, you know.
Man, I'm gonna start going through my phone.
I'm
gonna start going through my
about,
search history.
You know,
like, okay, what happened? What the bank account look like?
Yeah.
Like, what do we need to talk about?
Is it okay? So let me ask you. So, what would you rather that sound like? If your woman has something that she would like to talk about, if she can't come to you and say we need to talk, what would you like it to say? How should that sound to you as a man?
Just like you preference, whether you need to listen or to or you there to listen or give advice, she's your preference. Like, you know, I got something to talk to you about, but it's nothing bad. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that nothing bad changes life.
That's
like you
I thank the Lord. Hallelujah.
Look, women, let me give you some advice to our brother. If you want to encounter your man in a good state, like, hey, there's something I really need to talk to you about. It has nothing to do with you, and I'm not upset. That will change the whole. You know, we gonna do this.
Yep.
Let me. You want a drink? Can I pour you? Should I roll you something if you smoke? Man, like, what you want me to do? Because now I feel good about this interaction.
Everything is good now.
Yeah, because other than that, I'm sitting there like, man,
why are we flinching?
Let me do some push-ups and shit before I get there.
Why are we flinching?
You're divorced. Black. What are you talking about? You can't say that. You had those conversations.
Yeah, my
before
flinching days are
over.
I done been through them.
You've been through it. Yeah.
Wait, we need to talk. I'm at the schoolhouse doing this.
Yeah, all day. Like, what did I do? Who do I need to talk to?
Coach, why you sweating?
Because you know, most of the time,
get on the line.
You need to talk as a setup.
Yeah,
like,
it's
just a setup for you because she already know what she know, and you going in there like, oh yeah, what do you want to talk about? You hit over the head now.
So should it be? I want to share something with you, or like. Because women watch this show.
They do. Absolutely.
Women watch this show. So right now we have a unique opportunity to change the narrative and give somebody a tool that they can use. I tell people all the time, man, the one thing counseling taught me was that, like, when you need the tool, you don't need the tool when we here. But when you're on the road, trying to get where you go in that car breakdown, some of these relationship tools help you at least fix the car until you can get to the mechanic. Mm-hmm. You might not be able to change an alternator, but if you can change a spark plug, you can get to the people that really got the help that you need. So for me, I would just say, man, hopefully you're in a situation, or because again, deeper than women, even with our kids, as dads and as brothers that run the household, when y'all say certain stuff to your kids, they automatically be like, oh, damn.
Oh, no, I agree. Yeah. I agree with that. And I got that problem because I'm just known to just start yelling immediately. Like, I don't even, like, I don't even, like, it don't matter what's going on. They could just be having a great time. If I hear something fall, instead of going up there to make sure they all right, what's going on?
Yep.
And I'm probably triggering my daughters. Yeah. Like, I know that. So hearing y'all talk today will make me change limited some of my posture with my kids, because I do think I'm putting some trauma on them because that's what's going on. Like, that's my natural response.
Need to soften up a bit.
I do. Absolutely. I definitely need to. But in 2 weeks, I'm in the streets. So in 2 weeks, if shit don't turn around,
this guy is crashing out.
It's about to crash in 2 weeks.
Let me call Brother Royce.
Before Thanksgiving, by Black Friday,
you gonna be acting black out here?
Hey, I'm already black.
You black
but by
out?
Black Friday, I'm about to be in the streets for real. So if y'all think YNs is a problem, wait till you get the ON, the old nigga, because I'm really about to stir stuff up in about 2 weeks.
Hey, speaking of 2 weeks, have y'all been looking at the stuff that's been going online, the government shutdown and these and that? There's been a narrative that Black Friday, they want the brothers and sisters to keep their money in their pocket between the 25th and the 2nd.
It didn't take a shutdown for me to do that shit. I'm not going shopping on no damn Black Friday.
Yeah,
shit. I'm going to say this. 2 things. First, I feel like this is a great time for us as the Black community to talk to our kids and reset the expectations for the holidays, right? I think now is a great time for us to be real with our kids and say, hey, listen, we're not doing a bunch of unnecessary spending. We're not spending money here, there. I'm still waiting on LP so we can do our financial breakdown for my family and I. But I've already took my quiz and stuff.
He did.
I'm waiting on him. I'm just throwing that out there. So before you crash out in 2 weeks, get my paper back.
Right.
So one, definitely, this is a great time. Just dads, moms, talk to your kids. Say, hey, y'all, listen. No disrespect to Santa, but F them reindeer.
Yeah.
It's not, it's real life stuff going on. And I hate to take away this fake man-made holiday that makes us spend money away from you, but let me explain to you how life works. That's one. Two, more importantly, I know y'all don't like when I talk like this, but let me tell y'all something. Nobody should be putting their family in life or death situations behind some toys. Mm-hmm. Anytime that clock go back and it get dark sooner, right around Christmas, niggas stealing, killing, robbing in the name of putting presents under a tree that these kids do not care about, that they gonna break, that they gonna lose, that they gonna tear up. Do not put yourself in a life or death situation or looking at 10 to 20 trying to steal and kill for some toys that your kids don't really need in the first place. Mm-hmm. And for me, those are the conversations and the narratives that we got to remind each other. It's hard out here for everybody. Yep. So to put yourself in a position where we stealing, killing, robbing, looting, lying, hey man, I had to put something under the tree. No, you didn't. Mm-hmm. What you have to do as a man is have the real hard, honest conversations. Kids, we're not doing 30 presents. Is this something that you really want or need that dad can work towards getting? That way we're having meaningful conversations. And listen, I would love to do this, but dad is trying to save money for this. Hey, dad works at TSA. Dad works at the FAA. Mm-hmm. I've been going without a paycheck for over a month. Christmas is going to look different this year. Mm-hmm. Now's a great time for us as a community to have the conversation before we having conversations through glass, talking on phones because somebody wanted to rob, steal, and kill for some presents that our kids didn't need in the first place.
And absolutely, to his point, like, people need to understand, like, our economy is built on consumerism. Mm-hmm. That's it. We don't make anything in America. If you look at GDP, most of y'all have seen those numbers. If you're thinking if we're in a recession is 2 negative quarters of GDP. We're going to be real close here coming up. And as a consumer, the way they make money is on the holidays. They make the bulk of the money that's made in the United States is from the travel industry during the summer. That got messed up. Altogether, travel industry is terrible right now. And then the rest of the time we make money is the holidays. So we don't have to participate in that. And if you do participate in that, participate in the black business, participate in our community. That group economics thing that we've talked about before, the Black Wall Streets, all of those, we need to be back to that now, because clearly we can tell that the people in the administration, and I know we got a lot of different people with a lot of different views who watch us, they don't care about anybody who's not wealthy. And that is a fact.
You know, just looking at this year, from the beginning of the year till now, it's fucked up.
It is.
Yeah.
It is fucked up.
It's very really the only way to explain it. And that's the only way to explain it. Right?
There's been go ahead.
You would think that we would be progressing in the right direction, but we've taken so many steps back. So many. It's
been a very long time, Phil, that I've turned on the TV or got on my phone and saw good news. That's it. Yeah. That's the tweet. I haven't seen good news in a very long time when it comes to reports about just the well-being of our country, man.
Yeah, and look,
it's been a very long time.
I know we were real. This is a fellas pod today.
Yeah.
I intentionally told the women not to come. Right. Like people, in our group chat, y'all, all members of the pod are there. Yeah. They tried to get on me and say, "Why are you kicking them off?" Because we needed to have this talk as men.
Meat like
no.
Okay,
all right.
I'm gonna swerve again. Listen,
please.
Black Friday. A lot of times a lot of companies be in the black, and the Black Friday. If you've worked all year, that's when you finally can start making profit and going into
they be in the red. Black Friday gets them in the black.
Gets them. Yeah. So for me, the thing to kind of remind y'all is, if you look, they start them sales right now.
Absolutely.
Because in their minds, they're knowing, hey, our main consumer is these black people, these Sheins, these Fashion Novas. They going crazy with these ads right now.
Yep.
I'm telling y'all, if you just have enough, I don't even know if gumption is the right word, but just stick to it. Do not shop.
Do not.
Listen, if you think it's cheap now, just keep on waiting.
Yeah.
December, these sales are going to be crazy bananas.
Just wait it out.
Man, by February, it's going to be a fire sale for America.
Yep.
Not just companies, America. I'm talking investments. I'm talking housing. I'm talking everything. the way things are running, like, so people may not know, but by trade, I manage money, like separate of the entertainment and the hive. And there are indicators that will tell you what's happening. So there are things that you can look back from the last 20 years that will tell you that we are in a poor position as a country. Yeah. Tariffs do not make up the economic gap that we have. Not to mention that when Black and brown people are losing the jobs at the rate that we are, most of those work in DC. Most of those people who are losing those high-paying jobs were federal and government employees. This is systematic, y'all. This is on purpose. This is a way to ruin a part of our middle class, to take that middle class back to lower class. So I'm telling you now, by about February, just talk to me then.
I'm telling you, listen, here's an idea. And if you don't understand, I'm sure you can get online and at least get a little bit of knowledge, insight. Investing is something that as a community, the majority of us may not have figured out yet. If you like Apple, if you like Microsoft, if you like NVIDIA and some of these other things, look at these companies and figure out ways, instead of you, if you're going to spend $100 on Nike or whatever, man, get you a little bit of stock, y'all. I'm telling you, it's things out here that you can spend your money on that it will not break.
Or I've never done this. Or I've never done this in life. You could also email me directly at I gotta give my government.
Whoa, no, stop, because I had to pay for that. Don't do
that. Don't. They gotta pay for it too. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well.
They gotta pay for it also. But I do have an investment firm, like legitimately, that I've been doing this for about 15 years. So you can go to trg-financial.com. TRG stands for my last name, the Rollins Group. This is a family legacy that we are building intentionally. And to his point, there are things that you can be doing now, one, to protect yourself and have some upside as things start to change. The time that people are making money is now. When things are bad, the wealthy gets wealthier. Like the rest of us, we get poor.
Listen.
So there are things that you can be doing.
That sounds crazy. Say that one more time. You said while it's bad right now, we can be making money. That sounds crazy to me.
That's the best time to make money.
The best time to make money is when things are bad.
Yeah.
Because everyone is making a fire sale. So for example, if you're selling your investment now, you're pricing in your losses. The people who are buying your investment are buying it at a lower rate. They're going to be able to go back into the market then and sell it as things start to grow again. So I'm telling you now, hoard your cash, holla at me, TRG Financial.
This is not financial advice, by the way.
Okay. Now,
you can say that.
Yeah, should I be doing it on the show? Probably not. So we may cut some of this out.
Man, no.
This is legit financial advice.
But we not. And I'm going to tell you why we not. Because at the end of the day, that's the benefit of watching this show. A lot of y'all be trying to count my pocket and see how I'm living and doing what I'm doing. I'm out. Y'all better holler at bro. That's all I'm saying, man. Y'all want to play keep up with the Joneses and, man, Kiati work around this over APs and Cuban links. Yeah, listen. I still got a little bit of rap money left. You hear me? H-Town for real was a regional success, goddamn. We still lied a little bit, but I'm telling y'all, man, look, these are the things that you are not doing, that you are not taking advantage of, that people have the information and the knowledge to say, my money is just sitting here. My bank calls me twice a week, like, can we have a meeting?
Absolutely.
No.
They're going to. No.
Oh, I thought
they're going to do that.
Yeah.
Anybody, and I won't say the amount that you need to have in your account, but once you become a preferred member of your banking establishment, they're going to call you weekly. You know why they're going to call you weekly? Because they know that you got dollars on the sideline that they can use as what's called on-time investments. They can put that in demand for other people who are lending money. Don't come call me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he cooking.
This is it right here, man.
Hey, man, in the episode so I can check you about this paperwork. Look,
get the folks how y'all feel about the fellas meat market the meat episode market today? How y'all feeling about the meat market?
Hey, listen. Okay, speaking of meat market, I will say this before we go.
Crazy transition.
No, but it's right. Listen, let me drive it.
Go ahead.
Do y'all feel like? Oh, they're gonna tell us up in these comments. In relationships. Normally, we've been in situations where the women withhold from us. And they be like, no, I ain't doing this. I don't feel like doing it. We ain't finna get down like that. I ain't busting nothing open. This ain't right. That ain't right. Do you ever feel like it's a situation as a man to where you withhold?
Absolutely.
Not. I do.
I'm not withholding nothing.
I am. Listen, you have to.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna tell you.
You're not putting them on the penis punishment?
There's power dynamics.
It is. But I like to do a little reverse psychology, right?
Explain this, because I'm lost.
Because that's the first thing that they're gonna think about. Oh, he ain't probably gonna want to do nothing with me, or they'll try to keep their distance. It's all mind games, right? This is all mental.
That's why our mental health is fucked up.
This is why it's fucked up. This is all mind games, right? So she know she done messed up. She's gonna jump the gun and start separating herself. Maybe y'all in the bed, she keeps space between y'all. Y'all walking in the house, she sliding by. You know how they do. So my thing is like, oh no, I ain't mad. I'm gonna give you this thing. Yeah, come on with it. Cause I'm gonna show you no matter what you do.
No matter what you do.
No matter what you do,
you gonna get this thing.
As long as
And that's been episode 376, man. We out, man. We out.